These are college-educated women whose salaries are going to go up to afford the childcare they need over time. And they look at it and they say, well, right now, if I pay for childcare, I'm barely breaking even. Why do it?
To break even refers to being able to make enough money to cover your expenses. So if someone isn't making enough money to pay their rent and buy their food, they say, I'm not breaking even. I'm getting behind. I'm falling behind, or I'm going into a hole. Or similarly, a company, if they are breaking even on a product, it means that they're making enough money on the product to cover their expenses to produce the product. The boss might say, well, we're not even breaking even, so we can't afford to give you a raise.
When a company breaks even, that means a point when income exceeds costs of operation, correct?
That's correct, and they also have what they call a break-even point. And this break-even point might refer to a certain volume of sales where they can recover their expenses, or a period of time when they may even be able to recover their investment. So there's different break-even points depending on the comparison.
You also have an expression to be in the red, right?
That's correct.
So before you break even, you are in the red. So you owe more money than you make.
That's correct. You've spent more money than you've made, or you're losing money. You're losing more money than you're making.
And you said in the hole as well. You can say to be in the red or to be in a hole.
That's correct. And you can also talk about being underwater as well. The new iPhone has been very successful, and Apple expects to break even within the year on their sales revenue and expects to break even on their investment within 2 years. The new iPhone has been very successful, and Apple expects to break even within the year on their sales revenue and expects to break even on their investment within 2 years.
But in fact, over the last couple of decades, the number has gone up by 60% by my math.
Yeah, it's really an important side. So the other side of the ledger. So
LEDGER is a large accounting book where sales, expenses, and different money items are recorded. LEDGER can also be used metaphorically. For example, people say that God keeps a ledger. He keeps track of the good and the bad, he keeps track of the good and the bad that people do. Or people can also imagine a personal ledger of some type, or there can be ledgers for any number of different areas.
How is it different from a logbook?
A logbook is a record of what people do, but it does not include any interpretation. A ledger includes interpretation of the numbers in order to make conclusions about what the numbers mean. On the negative side of the ledger, I lost my job. On the positive side, though, I have a lot more free time than I used to have. ESL-fullsteamahead.com